Enchanting, vital, and inviting, Sitka, Alaska rates as one of the world's finest sport fishing getaways. Home to some of the best and most consistent Chinook salmon fishing anywhere, there's plenty more fishing action waiting for you after you've caught your salmon. This is a rich and productive saltwater bonanza that supports an uncommon abundance and diversity of fishing opportunity. The world-class fishing's only half the story, though. Sitka, the town, is a wonderful retreat. Snow-capped mountains fill the sky against a setting that's so picturesque it seems painted. This is Alaska at its best. Join me, Trey Carskadon, as we tour this beautiful town and sample some of the culture, history, and fabulous fishing that's on tap in this remote but easy-to-find destination, right here in this week's edition of America's Outdoor Journal.
America's Outdoor Journal. Brought to you by Guard Sports, Oshman's, and Sport Mart, where your next outdoor adventure begins.
Sitka is known for its incredibly consistent salmon fishing. Certainly one of the best, if not the best, saltwater salmon fishing areas on the planet. Sitka also delivers tremendous opportunity for a variety of bottom-dwelling species that fight hard and are equally welcome table fare.
I mean, it was really almost an imperceptible bite.
Yeah, what do we got here? Floundus minimus.
Right on.
Little Hallie.
That's a little guy, huh?
Yep.
Boy, you know, I thought a 50-pounder looked bigger than that, but...
It's all the perspective.
There we go.
All right, good job.
Right out of here, yeah. You guys get any shark up here?
We do get some shark. There's salmon sharks.
Yeah.
Which is a close cousin to the great white. A lot smaller, of course, and dark in color. Blues on the surface. And what we have here, actually it's a lingcod.
Oh, you got a linger. Wow, that's a dandy linger.
Not a bad lingcod.
No, heck no.
Yeah, that one's probably sitting right at about 35 to 39 inches. You cannot keep them over 40, and actually in this area you can't keep them at all. This is closed waters, and you can see that thing's got some good teeth in it.
Oh yeah. There he goes.
Yep. When you fish in that deep of water and down towards bottom, you're liable to catch anything.
What depth are we at, Bruce?
We're in about 170 foot of water.
170 feet of water.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of a gravel, sandy bottom. There's sand lance. You'll get cod, lingcod, halibut, and of course the salmon are down there quite often too. They're all feeding on about the same thing. So we like to be down there participating in the food chain.
No, he's taking off.
Wow. Oh, that's jaws there.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Was it probably a 40-year-old fish? Yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah. 20,000 leagues under the sea. That's the best part about this saltwater fishing is the fact that you never know what the heck you got on the other end. It's playing around. That's getting pretty close. Oh. I don't know, we've got ling and halibut so far. Oh, there it is. Jaws. Oh man. Oh man, do these things fight. I mean, look at the size of that thing. My gosh. Oh.
Yeah, that one will go 35, 40 pounds.
Think so? Wow.
All right, way to go.
Well, thank you very much. That's fun.
Those aren't good.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
All right.
Can I make just one more cast?
Oh, but yeah.
I know we're losing our light and stuff, but you know, just one more.
Yeah, what the heck, we're here, might as well. Where's my rod? Yeah, well, yellow eye. Okay. Darn good eating subspecies though. Hold on to that. There we go. Got something decent?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks like a fairly decent one, Steve. Yeah. See, we're in about 450 foot of water. You got about 425 left to go. It's okay. I'm rooting for you.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's still there. Yep. Crank. 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 Crank.
There he is.
Crank.
Is it there?
Oh, let's check that. Right. Yep, it's good.
And now it's in, settle into the fight. Ooh, yeah, he's pulling good.
Yeah, we got a couple of. Kind of a different fight than the salmon, isn't it? Yeah. Get yours? All right, yeah. Okay, now we got color. Ooh, nice halibut. That's a good eating size right there. That's about a 30. Perfect.
Oh, way to go, Steve.
Nice, nice critter. Pop that eye. That's a nice critter. All right. Yeah, there he is. There's some color. That's a regular sized little halie. What we call a chicken or a minimum. And
I'll take him.
I don't know what you want to do with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely take him.
Take him?
If I can take two, you bet.
You bet.
I love halibut.
Yeah. Got that? Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Those are my favorite size-wise to eat. Very tender. That's why we sometimes only run 3 rods, because there's plenty of action.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little one.
Yeah. That's a nice little chicken.
Yeah.
A lot of them out here this size.
There. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, you're getting a bite there, Trey. Looks like a pretty serious one.
Yeah. Feels fairly serious. Oh.
Oh, but there's another one. Oh no. You just got it down too. Join the party there, Steve. Critters. Yep. Awesome. Cool. You got her, Cam? I got the weight. Oh yeah. Nice 25 pounder. Nice bait.
Want to throw it back in?
Sure.
This next one's yours, Ted.
Remember, products we use in the show are available at Guard Sports, Oshman's, and Sport Mart.
If you know the tricks, filleting your catch is a pretty simple process. We had the good fortune to learn from a local master, Captain Cameron, who showed us the ins and outs of getting our halibut ready for transport home.
Well, one of the things I have never done is clean a halibut. And I know that you don't clean them like you do trout.
Right.
You actually fillet them, but you've got a knife that's maybe, what, 7 inches long, and you've got a fish that's much wider than that, so.
Looks like it'd be a task, huh?
It's a little bit of a trick, I'm sure.
Yeah, basically it is easier than you would think. The halibut does have 4 fillets on it, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. You can see here's his lateral line right here, and basically the fish actually outlines the fillet for you. His ribs come down here, and there's your lateral line right down the spinal.
Sure, you can actually see the lateral line right here. It's not like a trout. It's you know, it's straight. It's
right.
Like you say, that's actually the outline of the bones right there.
And like most fish, you know, you'll have a gut cavity that does cover the whole fish, but here you're just having your top portion here. So basically, from here on, behind his actual intral cavity and back, and then your whole top section here is a fillet on both sides. And I'll just rub the gurry off the top of the fish. No matter how clean the fish are, they're still going to have that little slime on there. That's what halibut are known for. And I'll go ahead and I'll start right up here. And I'll go follow that line all the way down to his tail. You know, make sure you're all the way down to the bone. You can feel it once you hit.
Here, let me get out of your way, because
Okay.
I'm right in your way there. There we go.
We're going to 2 critical steps here is just follow the bone, and you'll just give a little angle, about a 45, and just kind of follow his spinal cord all the way down, just at a slight angle. And what that does, it just separates your meat and gets you a good start on the fish. Okay. And you know, unlike most of your common salmon or most fish there is, you know, these fish have a lot thicker bone structure, which allows the knife to do its work itself, unlike other fish where you can easily go through the bones, and you know, you've messed up a fillet by that time.
Sure.
But with the halibut, you can start. What we'll do is we'll start and just let the bones do the work here. See the pressure I got on my knife? And just as long as you're not going too deep, from the always beginning, you want to start slow and then advance to bigger strokes, but there's no reason to take it early. If you can just follow the bone, the fillet will pretty much do the knife will do the work on this.
Wow.
We'll go all the way through. A lot of times I'll just come back through the back side there. You have a nice fillet there. And that's the top half of the top side there. Basically, you want to get, here's our spinal cord right here, right over it. You want to get about that angle right now. I believe that's about a 45. You can see my pressure actually have the knife bent. You don't want to stab into the fish, but you can basically feel, there's one point there where you can feel the bones, and it's smooth. You're not digging. Just with this long, steady slide, you're actually cutting. And the bones will actually just guide the knife. Each stroke just a little bit deeper. And like I was explaining earlier, we do have our cavity there. It's all of our guts. I'll go right to the edge there. Sometimes it'll take a while to get to feel exactly where you're at, but you know, it's better. A lot of the bigger fish too, they'll contain worms around their belly cavities. On your bigger halibut you'll catch. So a lot of times it's easier just to stay away from it.
Sure. So this is all belly cavity right here.
That's right, yes. Okay, now we're gonna go with the bottom side here. Again, I'll do a little rub off right there, and that just gives your knife maximum stick, where it just actually sticks to the skin instead of sliding to the side.
So this is the lateral line here. Just follows right on down.
Correct.
Good.
And right here, as before, you'll follow that line exactly. Right here, you don't have to. You'll kind of just cut it in half, which I do. I'll start right there, kind of go off to the side there, follow that line all the way down the bone. Okay, and after we make our 2 cuts here, just to kind of separate the meat there, I'll go ahead and start on the bottom portion here. As on the other side, I started and I did the long portion first. On this, I'm going to go ahead and start with the cavity. Different people have their different techniques, of course, just like anything else.
So after your first 1,000, you're probably considered an expert.
I don't know. Some days are worse than others. A sharp knife always helps. This is definitely a sharp knife.
That's the key is to start with a sharp knife.
That's right. It makes all the difference in the world.
So this is the belly cavity here. This would be the top side of the fish, the bottom side of the halibut. So just like the other side, this is where the cavity is, and we don't want to get into that.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not. And I guess, process of elimination, you'll find out if that is the belly cavity or not. But
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and got the bottom strip, and I'm going to go ahead and follow our bones down the top here. Again, to start with, you can take it as slow as you can, and you can get. It doesn't take too long to be an expert at halibut. Like I said, their bone structure is just, they're built to fillet. I'll go ahead and go under. We're gonna go to the cheek. He has just kind of a cheekbone that wraps around there. You can follow that bone, keep that angle, just kind of a downward angle, and just run in a circular motion. And you can get that cheek there. A lot of times they'll just peel right off the skin. And that is a prime piece of meat there. A little bit of a stringier texture than your regular fillets, but
very tasty.
Definitely a premium piece there.
Now I know with salmon, we typically leave the skin on the fillet. It actually helps, in the cooking process when you're barbecuing or whatever. Do you do the same thing with halibut?
Some people prefer to. We found that over time, if they are vacuum packed as we do our fish, that a lot of times over a period of time the fish will not stay as good as if they were skinned. If there is a skin, they kind of get a kind of twangs the meat a little bit if they are in there for any long periods of time.
How do you take the skin off?
Well, easy. You always have the table here in your handle, and the major key of filleting these is just make sure your handle's off the table and you're not on top of the table. A lot of people make the mistake of filleting up here, and they're missing that that half inch of meat there when they're trying to fillet the fish. But basically, what we do is just grab the skin. On a bigger fish, sometimes I'll put a hole in here. Use this kind of a trigger finger, so where I can have a lot of leverage on the fish. If not, I'll leave a little bit of meat right there just to have more grip there as I do pull the fish. We'll start, and basically, I'll pull the skin. No reason to move the knife at all. Just keep your knife stiff and at a 45-degree angle, at a slight edge down. Not even moving the blade at all. Basically just pulling a side-to-side action there, all the way through.
There it is.
Makes a nice skin. If you go too deep on a halibut skin, you will get the meat here, which is kind of a...
It's like a fat layer, isn't
right,
it?
a little fat layer. So you want to be just above that, not too deep, not too shallow. Then you'll be missing your meat, of course.
Well, Captain, 5 minutes ago, if you were to put that knife in my hands, there's no way I could have done that job. But now I probably could be considered an expert. After watching you do it, you make it look easy.
Well, we got a couple there. You can go ahead and start on them after this if you'd like.
Well, I appreciate the offer, and I just might take you up on it next year.
Next year, okay. All right, I thought I was getting a day off today.
Remember, products we use in the show are available at Gart Sports, Oshman's, and Sport Mart.
Sitka is a town rich in history. Totems and native artwork remind visitors that the area's original settlers were from the Tlingit tribe. There's also a strong Russian influence that remembers a time when this was a Russian settlement and was a growing and important northern seaport. There's so much to see in Sitka once you're done fishing. A stroll through the Totem Park is a revealing look at a culture and heritage that's still very much a part of Sitka. The Tlingit tribe, the original residents, opened their arms to area visitors. We were fortunate to have earned the privilege of capturing some of the tribal dances and lore that are an indelible and important part of Sitka's character and charm. In Sitka, wildlife was everywhere. Eagles are abundant, and so are so many other animal species that you're left in complete awe with breaching whales and glimpses of animals that routinely show themselves at nearly every turn. As guests of Bruce Gipple and Horizons West Guide Service, our visit to Sitka was particularly excellent. Bruce treated us as he does all his visitors like royalty. They showed us the sights, took us fishing, and treated us to the very best Sitka has to offer. I certainly recommend a trip to their lodge to gain the full flavor of the area. Of all the places I've had the good fortune to visit, Sitka is a favorite. It's filled with a majestic poetry that escapes adequate description and has a unique and vital warmth that's cleansing and soothing all at once. Sitka is what a vacation should be. A real break from the workaday world where you can enjoy adventure, find yourself, and bathe in a setting that's relaxing and exhilarating. It's a place I'll visit time and again, and I'm sure I'll discover something new and exciting each time I return. I'm Trey Carskadon for America's Outdoor Journal. Keep a tight line, and thanks for watching.